Have you ever wondered what a soul is, and if such a thing truly exists? Across the span of human history and the expanse of our global cultures, the concept of the soul has been a point of unending fascination. It's an idea that has woven itself into the fabric of our stories, our religions, and our philosophies. Whether ancient or modern, Eastern or Western, the soul is often seen as an enduring part of our existence, a kernel of identity that remains constant throughout the twists and turns of life. It's not just about who we are, but also about how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. It's the needle that threads our consciousness, a compass guiding our moral decisions, and a mirror reflecting our deepest truths. This question has puzzled humanity for centuries. What is a soul? Let's embark on a journey to explore this enigma, peeling back the layers of understanding, one at a time. In many religions, the soul is considered the eternal part of a person. It's a concept that transcends cultures and centuries, threading its way through countless belief systems. Let's start with the Abrahamic religions, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. Here the soul is often viewed as immortal, a divine spark that survives bodily death. In Christianity, for instance, the soul is believed to be created by God, and is destined for either eternal bliss or eternal damnity, depending on one's earthly actions. Similarly, in Islam, the soul is considered a person's true self, surviving death to face divine judgment. Judaism, while having diverse views, generally upholds the belief in the soul's immortality, with some schools of thought also endorsing the concept of resurrection. Now let's fly east to the religions of Hinduism and Buddhism, where the concept of reincarnation prevails. In Hinduism, the soul, or Atman, is eternal and cycles through birth, death, and rebirth in the pursuit of moksha, liberation from this endless cycle. Similarly, in Buddhism, the idea of an enduring self, or soul, is rejected. Instead, they propose a concept called anatta, meaning no self, emphasizing a continuous flow of interconnected existence, a cycle of rebirth called samsara, until one achieves nirvana, the cessation of suffering and the cycle of rebirth. Let's not forget the indigenous religions, where the soul often takes the form of ancestral spirits. These beliefs generally hold that the souls of the deceased continue to exist in another realm, influencing the living world in various ways. For instance, some Native American tribes believe in the existence of a free soul that leaves the body during dreams and journeys to the spirit world after death. So, in religious contexts, the soul often serves as a person's immortal essence. But let's see what philosophy and science have to say. Philosophers have grappled with the concept of the soul, often linking it to consciousness and identity. The dialogue on the soul in philosophy is as old as philosophy itself, with ancient thinkers like Plato and Aristotle offering intriguing perspectives. Plato, one of the most influential philosophers of all time, proposed the idea of the soul's immortality. He believed that the soul existed before birth and would continue to exist after death. In his view, the soul was the seat of reason, and its purpose was to seek truth and wisdom. Plato's soul was immortal, divine, and unchanging, transcending the physical world. On the other hand, Aristotle, Plato's famous student, had a different take. He saw the soul as the form of the body, the essence that gives a living thing its nature. According to Aristotle, the soul was not separate from the body but was rather its organizing principle. He believed the soul was mortal, dying with the body. So, for Aristotle, the soul was not about immortality, but about life itself. Fast forward to the 17th century and we encounter René Descartes, a pivotal figure in modern Western philosophy. Descartes proposed dualism, the idea that the mind and body are fundamentally distinct. He argued that the soul, which he equated with the mind, was immortal and separate from the physical body. This view has had a profound impact on how we think about the soul and its relation to the body. In contemporary times, some philosophers question the existence of the soul due to the lack of empirical evidence. They argue that consciousness and identity, which were traditionally attributed to the soul, can be explained by brain functions and processes. Philosophy presents a wide range of perspectives on the soul, from its existence and immortality to its connection with the physical body. The debate continues, reminding us that the concept of the soul is as complex and mysterious as ever. Science, especially neuroscience, has a different take on the soul. Instead of an ethereal entity, science links consciousness and identity to the complex interplay of neurons firing within our brains. This intricate dance of electrical impulses and chemical reactions is what gives rise to our thoughts, emotions, and sense of self. Neuroscience posits that the soul, as we perceive it, might be nothing more than the sum total of our brain activity. From this perspective, there's no separate, immaterial soul that governs our consciousness. Instead, our consciousness is an emergent property of the billions of interactions happening within our brain at any given moment. However, we must remember that the absence of empirical evidence supporting the existence of the soul doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Science operates within the realm of the observable and measurable. Anything beyond that is currently beyond its scope. So, while science doesn't support the existence of an immaterial soul, it doesn't necessarily disprove it either. The question of the soul is complex and multifaceted. We've journeyed through various landscapes of thought, examining the soul from different perspectives. Religion has introduced us to the soul as an immortal essence, often serving as our moral compass, guiding our journey through life and beyond. Philosophy, on the other hand, has painted a broader picture, presenting the soul as the seat of consciousness, reason, and perhaps even our very identity. Science, too, has offered its insights, grappling with the soul within the realm of the physical and the observable. While it may not have provided a definitive answer, it has certainly given us food for thought. From each viewpoint, the soul emerges as a deeply ingrained concept, a testament to its enduring influence on our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The debate continues, and perhaps the mystery of the soul is what truly defines it. Whether you believe in the soul or not, it's clear that this concept has played a significant role in shaping human understanding of life, death, and the nature of existence.